start in the front?
I don't know. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Whoa. So just got done getting a massage. It's awesome. Got an extremely deep tissue massage. We're gonna be going to Wegmans next, which is probably hands down, in my opinion, the best grocery store in the country. But yeah, it's a nice little shopping center. Foxfeet's just finishing up. Nice introductory. We haven't been here before, so they knocked 40 bucks off for the first one. So deep tissue hour-long massage only cost 60 bucks. So that's pretty good. Yeah, next up, grocery shopping. Woo! Yeah, cucumbers could be good.
Because we could just cut it.
Crazy store. I think we just about got everything we need. I got a bunch of cheese and salami and tortillas, and yeah, we're packing up. I just picked up a box of emergency. But yeah, Wegmans, if you guys haven't been to a Wegmans, when you're in PA, you gotta find a way to get to one, because it's probably the nicest grocery store ever. Plus it has an entire cafeteria inside of it, where they make all the food at all the different deli stations, pizza stations, sushi station. They do everything, and it's awesome, fresh, a little pricey, totally worth it. But yeah, so I think we're all set. We have so much. Here we go. Guys, say hi.
Hey!
Woo! Guys just drove us all the way here, and now we gotta go way up there. I'm not looking forward to that part right off the bat, but it's pretty cool. Port Clinton train station, active, and we're gonna hop the tracks first. First things we have to do. Yeah.
Color coordinated.
All right, we left Port Clinton parking lot at the railroad station, and we are heading up. Foxfeet's a little further ahead of me, but whew, it's so far. It's been nothing but pure uphills. Kind of see there's the town down there. We just crested a little bit of the hill, but it was pretty steep. I mean, I gotta give it to him. That was straight up, all rock steps, brutal on the knees. That pointy one over there behind me, that's when we flip back up here in a couple months. First thing we'll have to tackle going north. Yeah, we're about halfway up the steep part. Foxfeet's up there doing a little stretching. I'm doing some stretching myself. We are easing into it. It's definitely steep, slow going. We don't want to injure ourselves, keep our feet in good shape. Our packs are a little heavy. So I know in my gear video I said I was gonna be going frameless, but we changed our plans. We had so much food stockpiled that it just didn't make sense to leave it. So instead of resupplying in Pine Grove in 3 days, we are gonna carry food all the way to Duncannon, which we should be narrowing in our 9th morning. So we're carrying basically 8 days worth of food plus we stopped at Wawa this morning, and we both are packing out a sandwich, or a hoagie as they call it down here. So I got a cheese steak hoagie to have as for my lunch, and with dinner we also picked up bread and veggies that we're gonna be having with hummus for dinner for tonight and tomorrow night. Pretty exciting. Some fresh food, healthy food versus crappy backpacker food. But yeah, so pack's a little heavier. Mine's went from about 18 pounds to about 25 pounds. So I put the frame back in, and I'll just be keeping it there. But so far the trail, it's up and it sucks. The footing's not bad, a little rocky, but you know, not anything terrible yet. Very much like Maine. you know, but there were switchbacks to start, and then since then it's been nothing but straight up. Whew. Yeah, I mean, I've been walking up that straight line right behind me for the last, I don't know, 300 yards. But we're more than halfway up the steep pitch that we gotta start, then it's gonna plateau out. And yeah, it's pretty great. I'm excited. We're finally on the AT. You know, a couple of days of driving, a lot of traffic, eating out with our families and catching up with them a little bit. And then we stayed with the Jessies last night. They dropped us off this morning. And yeah, it's about 11 o'clock. So that's fine. We're trying to go a little over 8 miles today. But we got all day. And today is our dry day. Next few days, it is supposed to start raining and thunderstorms for the next 2 days. But the further south we get, away from Portland, the better the weather's supposed to be. It's in the 60s right now, a little humid, so that's okay. It's not. It's a lot nicer than Maine. There's no snow. Feels like spring, and yeah, we're just slow going up the mountain here. So check in with you guys later. All right, so we're just shy of 4 miles in. We just stopped and talked with some lovely ladies from the UK who they started in Harper's and they're going to Katahdin and then flipping back. But holy smokes, Rocksylvania. This is kind of ridiculous. This is like, these are actually not bad. They're pretty big. You can see Foxfeet up there, but holy crap. It's been slowing us down a little bit, but we're just enjoying ourselves, going along. You know, there's no reason to rush. We're on vacation. It's a really long vacation. Hiking the trail and focusing on it being like a vacation and a summer job at the same time. It's a vacation because it's a dream and awesome, but also like a summer job in the sense that I'm thinking about it like I get up every day and have to walk from point A to point B. That's the job, but awesome hikers. So we're about 2 miles out from the shelter that we're thinking of at least having dinner at. We've been lollygagging a little bit, but hey, we're on vacation. We ran into some more northbound section hikers. Chatted with them. That was nice. I don't know, all told we probably spent about an hour chatting with people, but it's nice. We had lunch. I don't remember, just a rando tent site that just happened to have a piped spring. I didn't make it to the piped spring. It was like 200 yards down the ridge that we were on top of, so I made it to where I could see flowing water in the creek that fed the spring, and I filled up our stuff there. We each chugged the rest of our liter and topped off, and we're on our merry way. But Foxfeet's down here taking a look at the map. But yeah, we started up there. You can see kind of behind me there's a ridge. We just spent a while coming down, and looking ahead, there's that ridge in front of us that we gotta go do. But yeah, I don't know. So we're kind of changing our plans a little bit. I don't know. We're playing it by ear. We don't want to ruin our feet right out of the gate. We had a nice cushy 8 miles to do today. It's been a little rough with the rocks, but we massaged Foxfeet's feet at lunch, and you know, everybody's feeling pretty good. If we get to the shelter and we can push on another couple miles, 3 miles, there's another tent site. And then tomorrow it's supposed to rain after 2 o'clock, or it might rain before that, but thunderstorms and big rain, followed by a night with, it's saying, upwards of 2 inches of rain. And we're supposed to be staying we had planned to stay at a campsite. And now, I don't have anything against camping and tenting. I love it. But if I can avoid having to set up the tent and then having it rain 2 inches on it and then have to break it down in the rain, pack it up in the rain, and start hiking with it in the pouring rain, I will. So the 501 shelter is 15 miles from Eagle's Nest shelter where we're heading right now. So if we can knock another 3 miles off that and leave ourselves with a 12-mile day tomorrow instead of a 9.7, that would be, if we could push those extra 3 miles to 501 shelter. Yeah, it might be raining on us, but we'd have a dry place to stay. And so I don't know, we're playing everything by ear. It's all very much predicated on how our feet feel, particularly tomorrow morning. But the trail hasn't been too arduous as far as up and down. We did just come down a huge downhill, and now we're going up and uphill. But otherwise, it's been relatively flat, so that's pretty good. Not much in the way of views yet. PA is not known for that. But there's some beautiful rhododendron everywhere. So that's been nice. And not a lot of a breeze today. So it's a little stale in here and stagnant. But it's still not 3 feet of snow and cold. There's Foxfeet up there. Whew. Sun just came out for a little bit. It's been overcast for most of the day, but all right. So we're having dinner. We're about 2.6, a little bit further than that because we went a little ways down the side trail to Eagle's Nest shelter, to the water source, which is quite nice. We're having dinner, and Foxfeet supplied. We have hummus that we made, instant hummus. And we have a loaf of organic rosemary sourdough bread, and some chopped up veggies and cucumber. Morning, everybody. It's day 2. Just getting started. It's pretty good. Let's see what time it is here. 7:20 in the morning. Not as early as we wanted since we set the alarm for 5. But so recap on yesterday. Plans got a little change. There's a pretty big storm coming. We're looking at tonight upwards of 1 to 2 inches of rain, and huge flash flood warning. So instead of being in our tent at, I think it's called Hurtline campsites, which do have pads and a good water source, I mean, that's like 6.5 miles from here, right? 5.5 miles past that is the 501 shelter that's right at the road crossing for Pine Grove. So we got to Eagle's Nest shelter last night around 5 o'clock, maybe 5:30, I don't know, somewhere right in there. And it was 2.6 from there to push on to just a tent site along the trail. No water source, but it would just get us that much closer to 501 shelter. Yeah. So we decided, we ate, massaged our feet, got all set up, and then we hopped right on the right back on the trail. Foxfeet, sorry. marching along, absolutely motoring, right back up to our 2 mile/hour speed, over some pretty substantial rock areas. And you know, we were cruising, and then when we had about 1 mile left, I took off ahead with the tent stakes and the tent, and plan was for me to get there, figure out a spot, set up a tent. Well, I ran into this big group of 5 burly dudes, and I mean, they were totally harmless, nice guys, but you know, we got chatting and stuff, and Foxfeet caught up. Classic. So we walked together for a little bit more, and then not quick enough, we realized, okay, we should have hit these tent site by now. Somewhere, the next thing I looked at gut hooks, and we had gone past it by like 0.2. So I don't know where we went wrong. I mean, I think I know, but we walked right by it. So now it was getting around, I don't know, 7:05, 7:10, something like that. It was getting a little later than I wanted to be out, but instead of going backwards, there was a stream crossing in 0.7 ahead. So we marched onto there, and I took off ahead, and we were lucky. We found a little ways away from the trail, about 100 yards off the trail, we found a tent site that we could use, flat enough. Set up the Taj Mahal, Z-Pack's Taj Mahal, not triplex. It's so big. It is like, it should be just called the Taj Mahal instead of the triplex, but it was awesome. We set that puppy up. I slept pretty well. Foxy took a little while to get to sleep apparently, but I was pretty tired. We did some stretching, massaging feet, but we had already ate dinner, so it was dark. Full moon last night. So bright. Literally no headlamps. It was like being outside in the middle of the day. So I slept great, right next to the stream, great noise. We wanted to try and get up early, so we set an alarm for 5. Just took us a little while to get moving this morning, as far as we're just not in the rhythm of being speedy. But so I didn't record a lot yesterday because we were motoring. We were just trying to make miles and get stuff done before it got dark, particularly once it started to get dark and we hadn't found a site. So I didn't record, and once my head hit my pillow, I was like out. There was no time and no energy left to record. I was exhausted. I charged my phone and shut the whole thing down, saved the battery for today. But we woke up this morning, the sun was out, or we were up before the sun, but the sun actually came out. It's starting to kind of go away now, but it looks like around 11:30 we get a 20% chance of rain, and then by noon it's up to 40, only growing throughout the day. Thunderstorm warning, flash flood warning, not great weather. So the other reason we're trying to go to the 501 shelter is it's only 0.1 from a major road crossing, and we can always get a shuttle into town if it's a bad situation and we got to get off. But this shelter is an enclosed shelter. It's really like a shack with a bunch of bunk beds in it, and then there's a caretaker, and there's like a solar shower, and so it's a pretty beefy thing. There's a pizza place that delivers there, so that's kind of hoping to be our go-to move for tonight, is to call in a pizza order. But last night we had hummus and veggies, and it was awesome. Totally great. So yeah, I'll check in throughout the day, but we're just gonna keep plugging along, try and get another. We did 12.2 miles yesterday. We're trying to do 11.7 today, so pretty awesome. Foxy's feet are great. We massaged them every 3 or 4 miles, and she woke up this morning saying they're tired, but not Not like plantar fasciitis, tired or sore. I got a little twinge in my left Achilles area when my foot rotates a certain way. I don't know if I tweaked it yesterday on one of the quadrillion rocks, but little sore. Otherwise, I feel great. My shoulders. Carrying yesterday water from Eagle's Nest Shelter because I thought we'd be camping without it. I carried an extra 3 liters of water to have, and then we ended up camping next to a stream, so I didn't need to. But that was that was like 6 or 7 extra pounds of weight on my back that I really didn't need when I was trying to go as fast as I could. So my shoulders are a little sore, but hey, they're just getting broken in, ready to go. Everything else feels fine. My back's holding up great. Did some stretches in the tent, so let's get after and talk to you guys later. Whew. So we've been hiking for a couple hours. We only got about 3 miles to lunch, and it's just now 9 o'clock. Just thought I'd give you a little show of what the trail's been like for a little while. It's basically, well, it's kind of now a runoff bed, but for a long time it was an old carriage road. A lot of little rocks, not real big ones, which is nice, but the little ones they work your feet pretty good. But yeah, I mean, if you look around, it reminds me a lot of Maine, especially southern Maine, where down in the Elliott area and stuff in the woods, just a lot of hardwoods, and that's about it. Gone by a couple of French and Indian War monuments, which is kind of cool. The last spring was 0.2 down this old road that was just absolutely a mud pit, so we didn't go for it. I got, I don't know, maybe like 2 more gulps of water left before we get to Hurt Line, where we're gonna have lunch. And supposedly that's the next real water source. There might be a couple in between. I mean, we've been skirting around, running puddles and swampy areas on the trail, so very easily could find some more water. But every time I stop to take a drink, I also pee, so I'm highly hydrated. So if I don't have any water for a little bit, that'll be all right too. See the swampiness, the trail right here. But between the rocks and the swamp, there's always something. Oh yeah, this one they boxed right out, so we could feasibly get water here if we needed to. But like I said, we're both really hydrated, so I'll let you guys in on lunch today. See what we're chefing up. All right. Well, first, really anything view. Not that we can see much, but coming down off of a ridge. There's the next ridge we're gonna go up. You can probably hear. Kind of can see it down there, the river that we're gonna go across. But it's just kind of gorgeous in here. We're coming down. You can see up there. Just really beautiful section here. The trail kind of sucks though. It's definitely the easiest path of least resistance. Jesus, stop drinking, Garrett. God. For water. So. It's just a drainage the whole way, which is kind of frustrating, but it's not too bad. I had to stop to go to the bathroom, so that took a little while. I had to take a dump, so I had to go dig a cat hole. But Foxfeet took off to get to the Hurt Line campsites and get water, and get kind of lunch started. I don't know what she's having. She said something like jerky, but I'm having wraps today. I'm pretty excited to get some stuff out of my pack, because so far we basically just ate food out of her pack. You see here, it's all just kind of steep downhill, wrapping down towards the river. It's definitely a washout zone, and they've put in the retaining rocks, very much like New Hampshire and Maine. Big steps, a lot of leaves. Not my favorite, but we've only seen a couple of hikers today. Yesterday we saw, I don't know, 4 flip-floppers and section hikers, and 4 guys that we're going just to one shelter for one overnight. Oh, I see Foxfeet down there coming in. Oh yeah, she's got a good spot set up. We're gonna definitely be airing out her feet. My feet are a little hot right now, as far as they burn a little bit. Definitely got a little blister forming on one of my pinky toes. I gotta put some Leuko tape on. But we went through a really crappy section where it's just sand and rocks and tough footing and really narrow. So your feet were like sliding down the sides of the trail into each other. It was really frustrating, but let's see how lunch is going. There's Foxfeet over there. Oh, this is a nice little spot. This is where we proposed to camp tonight, but we're gonna keep pressing on that extra 5 miles to an actual enclosed shelter, but not bad. There's some actual tent platforms, though I don't think any of them are big enough for our tent. Foxfeet's over here. She's got her feet airing out. Woo!
Woo!
All right, so over 6 miles done.
I think it's 6.
6 exactly.
We
It's
have
not a bad.
Less than 6 to shelter.
It's pretty good little pad, but I think our tent is bigger than that pad. I'm pretty confident it is. Or at least the vestibule will be coming off one side.
Yeah.
So definitely nice spot, but I'd rather not be here when it starts downpouring. So, all right,
It actually will probably flood.
lunchtime. So I think we're finally coming up on our very first viewpoint. Yeah. We just got done eating lunch. We climbed up, I don't know, about 200 feet out of that canyon. Got a little ways to go up still. But here's the viewpoint. Foxfeet's down there. It's breezy. The storm is definitely coming in. It feels good. We just hiked through an area that was stagnant. It sucked. Oh my God, it's our first actual viewpoint, babe. Woo! Wow. It's pretty awesome. Even with the overcast day.
See that plane way out there?
Yeah.
Looks like it might be raining.
Yeah, I'd say it is raining and a little over on the other ridge. There's a hawk right down there. See it? Oh yeah, a bunch of vultures. Woo! Nice. First view on the AT. Only
Farmlands, woo!
yay farmlands, and guess what it smells like? Cow shit. That breeze is right into our face, and oh yeah. But man, felt like we were never gonna get to see anything. Section of trail has sucked. Oh, by the way, you might be able to see him. Boop. Big old 3-foot rat snake. Nice little guy. He was in the middle of the trail. He just moved off. But this part of the trail absolutely blows. All granite. Just really bad. And now it's starting to rain. So we're going to keep pushing. We might go try and get a ride into Pine Grove and stay indoors tonight because it's gonna be pretty bad. There's a diner, so we'll see what we end up doing. But here comes the rain. So update, we're standing underneath this tiny little kiosk. Sorry, really close. Waiting for a shuttle. So we've called a shuttle service. It's gonna be $25 for a round trip shuttle service, taking us down towards Interstate 81 for hotels. Stay there, figure out food, dry everything out. It is absolutely downpouring. Yeah, it's not great, but our shuttle ride is here, and we're gonna get out of the rain for the night. Pretty pumped. All right, so things changed. We made it into the Comfort Inn in town, so that's where we are right now. Just gonna show you what the room looks like. Foxfeet's in the shower. Our food just got delivered. I'm freaking excited. Pizza place. We got a bunch of stuff that's not pizza. So here we go. First off, we got the ironing board. There's a bunch of Foxfeet stuff. I got my stuff. Luckily, everything stayed pretty dry. We really made it through basically all of everything that was gonna come down is coming down now. We made it out of the woods. We were in the rain for about 10 minutes waiting for our ride. But this is what it looks like. Hiker explosion. I still gotta unload most of my food bag. We already put, this is a nice Comfort Inn, and the lady was super helpful. She totally hooked us up, gave us some discounts and stuff, so ended up splitting it. It was $40 each. Nice big breakfast in the morning. Full fridge. We got a bunch of stuff in there. We didn't expect to take a Nero a whopping second day in, but I don't know if you guys can see it out there, but it is absolutely downpouring. And 1 to 2 inches is nothing to joke about. And the lady that picked us up absolutely said that they get tons of flash floods. They've had people get swept away, so it was just a good idea for us. On a better note, feeling pretty good. Did some stretching, and just took a super nice shower. We washed all our clothes in the shower, so not a full wash, but hey, it's better than nothing. We're not outside. There's a McDonald's. I gotta show you. It's literally a McDonald's right there. So we're gonna go over there tomorrow for breakfast. We just got a local place to deliver. Let's see if I can show you. I got onion rings. We got my BLT salad. We got a big old chef salad. Plus, here I got chicken fingers and french fries. And I went with a medium stromboli. So this is a medium size. Check this sucker out. It's huge. So I'm super pumped. I'm going to be digging into that. But yeah, Comfort Inn, Pine Grove, PA. Super nice staff. Definitely recommend. I'll check in with you guys a little bit later.